Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and what I'm sharing with you today are some things that I've made from the March monthly J.O.Y kit, and that's been designed by Scrimpingmommy, and you can see it's luscious, it's full of floral images, it's spring-like, bungalows and all that kind of thing. It is, in case you are thinking, where can I get it, it is only for subscribers to the monthly club that Amanda runs, and each month she is producing a journal for 12 months, for a 12-month period. And this, as I say, is the March month, and she's done a sterling job. There are videos on her channel whereby she has actually used the components she's designed and made a journal for everyone to follow along if that's what they want to do. But I'm taking a break from that kind of thing, because all it does is ends up in the cupboard, stored away until I can't bear to look at it anymore, and then it ends up just in the recycling bin, I'm going to say, for the sake of something better. But anyway, so I've made some smaller projects. These are the cut-about components. They're all varying sizes. They can all be utilised in lots and lots of ways. Tags, little wreaths of flowers like this, you know, it's entirely up to you what you do with this kind of design work, but it is beautiful. Then there are some background papers like this, very briefly, and like this, very briefly. But as I say, if you're interested in purchasing the kit, then you do need to be a member and be part of the monthly group that is given the opportunity to purchase these particular kits. Now, I myself and I have just made some little cards. I think they're 4.5 by 4.5, something like that. Let me just have a look, see. Oh, well, I'm lying to you. 4 by 4 square. I bought a pack of these cards and envelopes many moons ago, and I'm slowly working my way through stuff that I've got in cupboards and drawers and all over the place here. And this seemed like a lovely way to utilise this particular kit, rather than getting into bigger projects. All the little cards are lined. You can see I've rounded corners, added a little bit of glitter here and there, and I've also used glossy accents for this little component here. And I think it would be fair to say they're collage cards. I've not added any wordage to them at the moment, because that is something that I need to think about, and were it to be a birthday or what have you, then I can easily make a little sentiment to go on the front there, or indeed just put the recipient's name on it, and it all does the same thing. But out of that particular page of cutouts, I've managed to put together 6 rather lovely cards, all using the same recipe, the little brad tag, collaging papers and so on. And of course that just adds to the overall feel of the card, and having used 300 GSM card anyway, I think this was from Hobbycraft, perhaps, I don't know, I can't remember now, but it is a very nice quality of card. So by the time you've added all your extra bits to it, they actually do feel quite substantial, which is always good, because, you know, you want things to feel as they look, and that's good quality and made well. So if you use the stronger of the cards, that is exactly what you're going to come out with. But all of these lovely components, Amanda went to great lengths to leave a little white edge around if you didn't want to get into fine cutting, which is entirely up to you. She's tried to think of everything. Not everybody has the eye quality or the hand quality to take out some of the smaller components within the little designs here, but it's not, if you take your time and you've got a good light, it's not a bad thing to do. So I made 6 cards all in all, and have to say, whilst they're very similar, they are not all alike, and you know, that makes it quite a nice thing to get on with on a miserable afternoon where the weather doesn't want you to do anything else. So I'll squidge all of those together like so, because then I had a moment and I thought, right, I'm going to make some little clusters using the same components virtually, but in a different way. So what I did here, I just used 3 different punches, lined them all on the craft coloured card, layered them up, and you can see the cottage here, the background paper, and this was another little cutout within the kit, and I'm really pleased with how they came into being. It's a nice little marker for a page, or just to write on the back if you're sending someone a little gift. It works really well, and of course they would look good on the front of a card as well. Here's a little ladybird, and it's up to you of course how you layer them, but I've just used glossy accents on the little beasties here just to make them pop, because in translation, as you layer things up, obviously you lose a bit of the detail that you're hoping to be able to share, but I feel they've come out quite nicely all in all. There's another bee one which I am rather partial to, but I didn't want to print out a whole load more. I'm not good at chopping and pasting and all that kind of thing, so I've just stuck with what was available within the printout sheet. How lovely is that? But all of the little country cottages are all different with different views, which helps. And then I ran out of the little beasties, and so I've just cut out some floral tributes for that little plaque there, and I think that works very well as well. Very, very simple to do. A little eyelet on the front there to thread some thread or ribbon through. It's entirely up to you. You don't even have to do that. It would make a nice little addition to a page in a journal if that's what you wanted to do. It is dimensional by virtue of the 3D foam, but if you wanted to keep it flatter, then clearly you'd leave that out. You'd get the same layering effect and it would still look delightful on a page. So there is my little offering for this time. I hope you've enjoyed seeing all these little makes. The club is just a joy. Amanda goes to great lengths to make her members very, very happy, and does a great deal of work behind the scenes to give additions to kits and so on. Then there's her group on Facebook, Create with Scrimpingmommy, which is another great place to find tips and that kind of thing, and also to get freebies there occasionally. If Amanda decides she needs something for something that she's working on, invariably she will offer whatever she's made up to the group free, which is just, you know, wonderful really. So I hope I've given you food for thought on several matters, and thank you very much for joining me today. As always, happy crafting and stay well. Bye bye for now.